With you for many years, I really understand what love is.
Oh, you did?
And I want to say thank you for that, and I love you very, very
man,
much.
That's very touchy. Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
Wow, that's very nice. You understand it? How? Can you
brothers,
Can you teach
please
me?
share.
Really? Affection, yes, but love may be difficult, eh?
It's hard.
Tell me, how you understand it? Everybody wants to know. They're all curious. Look at them. All look up to you now. You are the hero.
Just how you're always so unconditional. You always put others first before yourself. It doesn't matter what situation you were, how healthy or unhealthy you were, or how uncomfortable you were. You always just gave of yourself 1,000%.
How you know that?
By
your action.
Yeah, by your actions.
Yeah, maybe, but how do you know I'm not well or something?
I was with you.
Oh, I see. Okay. But did I do something there? Then?
Always, Master. Every day really touched my heart. Sometimes you were too sick to even walk. But still, you gave so much love to the people around you. And made sure that they were comfortable, that they were happy, that their problem was always bigger than yours. But actually, I think you were suffering a lot, you know. You were suffering so much as well, but you just gave of yourself.
I didn't.
You ignored yourself totally.
I didn't remember all that. You mean when I was very sick, huh? You were with me, huh? Yes. But I don't remember what I did.
I'll never forget it, Master. Lying there sick and you still give gifts to people and care about their welfare and
Oh, I see.
even their mundane life, you know.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it just happened.
But it taught me so much about unconditional love, about just giving regardless of what you have.
I couldn't do otherwise, even if I want to. Yes, but because of that, sometimes I also expose myself because people become so curious. Say, what kind of woman like this and do that. But yeah, you're right. I remember now. One of the sister, you know, the nurse sister, yes. And before my operation, wow, that was terrible. Huh? It was really painful. I was speechless. Even I could not even scream. Wow, that was terrible. And then the nurse, you know, she was angry at me or something, or she had a bad day or something. But she was very touched, and she came around and thanked me afterward. Eh? You see, like this, I was in very terrible pain. And one of your brother, thanks to him and bless him, he brought this electromagnetic machine that will have something to stuck on your body in the painful area. And when it vibrates, the pain lessens somehow. It doesn't cure you, just lessen, make you more comfortable. I think because the pressure dissipates in the whole body instead of concentrate there. And the blood don't concentrate there anymore. That's why it is. So you are the only guy that I see crying all the time, Chris. Here, you need the whole box. Not that I'm scolding you for crying, it's good. He cries like that. Whenever he talk with me or about me, he always immediately crying. And shameless. He's your example. Cry as much as you want. I don't mind. It just touched me to see a man can cry, you know. Okay, now I was very pained. And one of your doctor brother, you know, from Taiwan, he brought this small machine.
That's my brother-in-law.
You know?
Yes, I know.
Who is his name?
Brother Chen.
Dr. Cheng, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you know him? Okay.
Yeah, he's my brother.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. And he was very devoted. He loves me so much. They don't let me walk and they don't let me... I want to sit up, but I dare not even. You know what I mean? Because they locked me in. When I first came, you know, because I couldn't walk, they think something wrong with me. They worry I fall down and hurt myself, so they locked me in a bed, you know, a tall bed. And they told me not to move around. So, but I did not even dare to sit up because I'm worried that means moving. And then because of that, your brother-in-law, you know, the doctor, he brought the machine. normally do it in my apartment, but I had so much pain. We had to try at the hospital. But I didn't know whether we are allowed to do that as well, because I was under strict observation as well. In my state, if I even driving in the car is agony already. Not my driving, but in the car is already, any bumping is like stabbing. So if I go on an airplane, go elsewhere, I would die in meanwhile, and leave you orphan. I live for you, yes. I mean for the world, yes. So I had to endure all that. But no, not yet. Thank you. So I dare not ask even whether we are allowed to use anything extra than the hospital. They're already under intensive research about what's wrong with me. So if we introduce something, maybe they think we look down upon them, don't respect them. Who knows? You see what I mean? The rules in the hospital, you can't mess it up with what they're doing. So we just sneakily doing it and cover with blanket, bed sheets and all that, so that the doctor don't see. One day it was so painful. Normally do it at night, so nobody see much, and doctors are not there, and nurse rarely come visit after the sleeping time. So normally we do it at night. But that day it was so excruciating. I had to tell your brother to do it. And that doctor, he brought the machine in, and we sneak it in and plug it inside a cupboard, And then, because it's not easy to hide it. There's dozens of lines, everywhere, because I'm pain everywhere, and there you have point to attach to the body, and then you turn it on the volume, but sometimes he turned too quick. I said, electric shock, yes. And sometimes he didn't mean to, it just sometimes it happened, Some day I'm more sensitive than other days. So, and then he did it just when it's right already, right, because he has to test it, Sometimes the knot is very sensitive. You just turn a little bit and it go very high, and it shock you because it's electric. Understand? So now, when he fed everything right and we cover up already, and the nurse bring in breakfast or lunch or whatever that was, and she was telling me that she want to put the tray on top of my bed for me. I said, never mind, just leave it on my side, it's good enough. But she insisted, no, it's better for you here. She really tried to look after me only, to try to be special nice, not nice, but a little bit ego perhaps, Yes. That was because of my problem also. I give them gift for Christmas. That was Christmas time almost, and maybe she wanted to show more special treatment for me somehow. That was my problem, my fault. I told you already, my generosity sometimes betray me, okay? I didn't give gift to anything special. I thought they work very hard, the doctor and nurses normally, work enormously hard, day and night, and all kind of sick all the time, all depressing, So I give them gift for Christmas and all that, just to cheer them up, to thank them. It's just from my heart, yeah? Normally it's like that, everywhere it's the same, okay? But I forgot that I am under a situation. I shouldn't attract more attention to me. But I couldn't help it. I just do it like I breathe. I do it before I even think. Now, when apart from that, I also give to patients around me, because they're mostly mental. There was one lady, the story is long. Okay, let's go to the nurse first. It's a long story. I could write a book about it. It was very funny and tragic at the same time. If I tell you, you don't believe it. Anyway, the nurse insists that she put the tray on top of my bed. But I'm worried she would touch all the electric wires. And she want to take my sheet away even. That was a taboo. I was trying to hold on to it like a dear life, because we're covering our, criminal evidence under there. Yes. She's struggling with me, and I just kind of say, no. Finally, I was so worried, I panic that the doctor might know about it, that she knows about it, and that she will report, and I'm already under observation. Do you understand me? Yeah, and I'm in such a pain that I could not even leave the hospital. Lucky I didn't, otherwise I would die. I'm already in the terminal case, already my bones already broken. It was broken before I went there. It just he keep asking me, how did you do it, Master? Because I didn't know it was broken. It's just pain. I suspected, but I thought maybe it's just pain. It just happened. And then the disease make it worse, eaten up the bone, collapse the vertebrae, huh? Anyway, it was already in the last stage, So, because this hospital cannot do anything with me, so they sent me to other hospital. And when that specialist look at my X-ray, he say, must immediate operation, or you will lose your life or at least your movement. So he don't ask my opinion or any other opinion. He say, must immediate operation, and that's how. Okay, let's go back to the nurse. She insists that she put the tray of my breakfast. I couldn't care less about breakfast. I was so painful. Worry we discovered, that bring in smuggle electronic pain reducing machine into the hospital. It was nothing at all after a while, but in my situation at that time, it was a risk. You understand me? So anyway, and I struggled with her. So finally I said, no, over there. A little bit loud tone, Normally I never did that, and I shouldn't have. Then she was angry with me. Of course, she didn't say anything. Next morning she came. When they tried to change the sheet, she always banged my head against the bed. Oh, that was terrible. I already wear the neck support, and she knows that. Must be something wrong there, but she keep banging my head. Any excuse she does. And I said, please, why? No other nurse would do that. We need that. I need to do that to help my colleagues there. She tried to push me up and then bang me back again, just to change or to... no need. It wasn't necessary, because the bed in the table, you can wire it up, and then it go up like this, and then I can sit up. You see, because I cannot sit up from laying down. It's too much pain. The bed has to go up so that I'm up also. You see what I mean? And then slowly, and then I try to manage, or just somehow I have to get out of the bed. But she tried to, the excuses she make, She just keep banging my neck on the pillow, She hold the pillow up with my neck, and then she bang it down, and many times. Before that, I apologized already. When she put the tray there already, I realized that I talked too loud to her. So I said, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have, hurt your feeling or something. If I did, I'm really, really sorry. I'm truly sorry. I'm just too painful, and I'm really, really sorry. I shouldn't have said things like, too loud to you. If I have hurt your feeling, please forgive me, because I know I shouldn't have done that, But I was so panicky, and of course there's no excuse, yeah. But she still did not forgive me. That's the next morning she keep banging my head like that. I was really sincerely sorry. I humbled myself, said, forgive me, please. I should not have said that. I thank you, everything. I'm really sorry. I was just in so much pain. I couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I was in pain and scared at the same time, And she kept insisting and struggled with me with the sheet where I'm covering the things. So that's how it happened. And then, but long afterward, when they do all the research and don't know what's wrong with me, and they send me to the other hospital, and the doctor immediately operates me next day. Then they send me back to this hospital, you see, because the other hospital is not for long-term care. And after I came back, and they all came and visited me, the nurses, and it's okay, nothing much happened. And then after I came back from the operation, she kind of feel sorry somehow. So she went out with her friend, because I still continued to be very nice to them and giving them gift or some snacks every day, during their station work, just to cheer them up, yes. Nothing much, sometimes non-alcohol beer, sometimes Coca-Cola. I make them work like hell every day, go buy things, supply, buy the grocery, and then they give them. So they're okay, they're fine. And then she buy them a statue, from healing saint or something. And she gave it to me for Christmas present. I think after operation, then she realized I was really sick, Before, so everybody sick anyway, she couldn't care less,
And it paralyzed you.
I know that. My neck already broken and she kept banging it. It was excruciating, but I know I was wrong, so I keep apologizing instead of blaming her. And she still didn't forgive. Well, after the operation, she knew I was really in serious condition because she knew already now it's not a joke anymore, and she felt sorry. So she bought me a little healing statue. Yes, give it to me. And then, okay, it's fine. Nothing also happened, but after a while, I give the statue to the woman next door who bugs me day and night because she's a little mental. In the hospital, they classify me as a neuro patient, because I couldn't walk, so they thought my nerves is some problem. But also, neuro also mean the neuro people together. And someday they sing song all day long, potato, tomato, potato, tomato, and many other things. And this woman next to me, she loves me so much, she call my name day and night for any little thing or non-little thing, to listen to her language that I don't even understand. It's in a strange country also. I didn't understand the language either. So just a bunch of people who can speak some English. Understand? Also difficult things. And I gave the statues to her. And then the nurse who gave me that statue came and scolded the woman. I don't understand the language, but I know when people scold people. And I woke up and said, no, I gave it to her. She didn't steal it because the woman is already hated. The patient, old patient, she's old and she's crazy, She's already hated by all the nurses in the whole hospital already. So any excuses, they scold her day and night all the time. And I am like her rescue board or something. She always call me, talk to me, and never mind. I say, okay, listen, yeah. And then I have to say, no, she didn't steal it. I give it to her because you have gave it to me and it helped me somehow. So I think she needs it more. So I gave it to her. And then later on she calmed down and she thinks I'm very nice, Don't keep things for myself, but think of the other old woman, even though she bugs me all the time. She takes my things, she likes everything for me. And I almost have nothing on my body, They even want my bathrobe because it's nice looking. I went out of hospital almost like naked. And they brought me clothes or else, Anyway, they like everything for me, just like you guys. Tissue, master cookies, I don't know, maybe you told them in your heart or something. They like me and they like my things. Even just a little fleece blanket. I want to have it. Okay, I give, of course. Bathrobe, okay, take it. She doesn't just want a new bathrobe. I told him and other to buy a new bathrobe. I say, it's old. I wear it already and I'm sick and all that. I buy you a new one. Buy a new one. Still hinting, no, your beautiful bathrobe. I really like it. I say, but you have the new one and I need it now. I need it now. But you have your new one, it's better. I can have it when you leave the hospital. So insistent. So I say, okay, have it now here. You understand me? How can I say no? It's so insistent that she won that bathrobe. And I was sick with blood and all that. Never mind. I wash it at home. Can you imagine? Crazy? Yeah. She's a nurse. Another nurse. She loves me though. She loves, yeah.
Because they felt your love so much, Master. You really gave so much love to everyone around you. You were under such pressure and such pain.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know that much yet at that time. And I gave the statue, okay, settle down. But then at night, later on, when I'm already operated and, safe and everything, so we I told some of my people around, including him, to ask the doctor whether it's allowed to have this machine I tell him, it's harmless, it's just electricity. Please look, doctor, and if you allow, then we use it. If you don't give permission, we don't use it, I talk like them, Yes, doctor. Okay, no problem, use it if it's good for you. So we legally use it every day. Even though I operated but still have pain. The painkiller doesn't help that much. It helps somehow, but not that much. So anyway, your brother-in-law come every day and night, whenever. Oh, bless him. Whenever I am in pain, even midnight, after midnight, I call him. Because it really helps. Also, his loving, concern also helps, some familiar face. And he really was very devoted to me. And he was the one even to suggest that my sickness, because the whole hospital couldn't find out what's wrong with me. And then it was true what he said, because he has experience in it, in Taiwan, about this kind, and according to my symptom, it could be that one, okay? I'm not telling you what. I'm infected by one of your sisters. She cooks for me, and then maybe she forgot the mask or something, and we didn't suspect, yes. But after I'm sick and finished, I check inside who is the one, okay? And then I know it's her, so I had to even call her and tell her, please go to hospital quickly and have tests and cure yourself. And she did. Really, she did have that sickness, and the doctor found out, and of course she got treatment, of course, ne? If it take longer, she would also have trouble. But I was too sensitive, that's why I felt it so quick. She didn't feel it. She has it, but she didn't feel it. And because my neck already broken, cracked a little bit. So that's why this disease affect me so quickly. Understand? It eat up the bone and all that. Okay, never mind. Okay, so your brother keep coming, So one night I had still so much pain. I tell him to come and please install the machine. But because it's already after the sleeping time, so we do it quietly and don't turn on the light. So he did it with the small mobile phone light to find the pain of my body, where to do it, to stick it on, yeah, and turn on the knob. But the crazy woman next to me, she reported to the society, and they all come running. Because she says something bad or something. What are they doing, fumbling in the dark together, you know what I mean? A man and a woman, of course. What else? In the hospital. In the sick bed, Oh, my God. I'm telling you. I told you I've been misunderstood all the time. So yours is nothing. Don't complain again ever. And then all the nurse and the stationary doctor all come running and ask me, what is it that you're doing here? Oh, scary stuff. And I have to explain, no, doctor, you allow me to have this machine. Oh, the doctor, not you, but I asked already permission. I was thinking because we use a machine and they want to make trouble, but it's not that. It's a woman who says something about man and woman stuff. And they say, no, it's not the machine, we know about that. But what is this man doing in the dark? I said, no, he's a doctor. He's my doctor. He tried to help me to lessen the pain because the painkiller only allows certain time to take, and I have too much pain still. So he said, but why didn't he turn on the light? Yeah? Why you work in the dark? So, I said, no, because we didn't want to disturb the other patients. That's why we didn't turn on the light. I said, oh, okay. You can turn on the light. And then I apologize to all the patients and say, just 10 minutes, okay? Just 10 minutes. We turn on the light, my pain lessen, and we turn off the light. It's okay? She say, okay. So we officially and in a broad daylight do our stuff. Just because I'm concerned for that, the other people who sleep, because they're already in sickness and I don't want to bother them. So because of that, next morning, the nurse who banged my head came and knelt at my bed. And she said, what you said now? She said exactly what she said, that you are in such a pain and you still consider others. You really teach me a good lesson. Please forgive me. I pray for you and all that stuff. Oh, I was so touched. I said, oh, no, please stand up. Please stand up. It's a normal thing, to have to consider other patients. They also are sick, as I am. I can't just think of myself as normal. But she was crying and was very, very touching. I think she changed forever. She said, from now, I learned this lesson. I'm going to be very kind to all the patients, and I will not look at them like one of the numbers anymore. And she was so very sincere. And so we both cried together, And the old woman keep looking and want to jump in between. What are you saying? What you doing? Why you crying? She always jump in between. Whenever I talk to anybody or any doctor come to see me or nurse want to ask me anything, she always jump in between and want to talk together. She's a little cuckoo, I didn't know that until later on when I almost go away. And I had to give her something also. I forgot what it is. Something that she liked. Maybe another bathrobe or blanket. I forgot. He got everything they take. Yes, even my tissue she want to use. Yeah. And she told the nurse she has a lot. Take some and use it on me. Wipe her bum. So this is so funny. She called me day and night. Sometimes I cannot even bear it. I say, please, I'm also sick, okay? She tell me to go and bring the coffee to her, take the water for her, or wash that cup and bring it back there. Not there, here. No, okay, here better. And all day, all night, I'm her servant. And I did all that just for peace and quiet's sake. And I also feel very sorry for her, because she's very old already. And they like lock her in the bed just like I was before, and they not allow her to do anything at all. And of course she's frustrated. She couldn't even go to the toilet. So after a while I saw that she could, try. So I tell her son was a doctor at some other places and came visit her, often. I say, listen, doctor, you know well, huh? If the muscle is not used, it's maybe going to be lost. Your mother, there's so many people come to see her and they just talk to her and smoke over her. Why don't you tell them to just support her on both sides and let her walk a little bit instead of imprison her like this all day, all night? How can anyone bear it? And she always tell me I have to move the pillow for her here, move the pillow her there, and cover herself with this blanket or with my bathrobe for her because she likes it that way. All day, all night, And whenever she wakes up, she just make me work. But I did not blame her because I know she's so frustrated, because I know I was in prison just a few days only until they know what's wrong. And I feel so bad already. How can she bear it like this? Many weeks already. So I told her son, you have to take her out, supporting her, let her walk a little bit. So walk out her energy and also train her muscle. Because maybe she can walk. And then she can. They thought she couldn't walk, but she walked. Every day everybody come, I remind them, I'm walking, so they don't talk also, because they keep talking all day, bugging me also next to my bed. So I make them work for the woman, good for both of them, good for me. Yeah, and then she's happier and happier and happier. And then I say, okay, you give her also a wheelchair, then when nobody is here and you worry that she falls, she can, be in a wheelchair and she wheel around. And she did, so happy, go clean her teeth herself and wheel into the, coffee machine. Whatever she does, she wheel the whole hospital. Happy woman. Yeah. But one thing she doesn't do. She doesn't wash her cup. She make me do it after she wash her teeth, Wash my cup, bring it there. Fill my water. And do this, do that. Pick up the magazine. She just drop it for fun. And then she make me pick it up. And then I pick it up, I say, here. And then she say, I don't want to read anymore, and she just drop it again. I said, I'm not picking it up. She said, okay, I don't read it anymore. But I pick it up anyway because I'm worried the nurse come in, and scold her again, She's an old woman. I feel very sorry for her. She's lonely, Yeah. 70 some, no, she's 80 something. Yes. And when I asked her son, no, I didn't even ask, and I say, your mother is kind of old already. She told me she's 70 years old, so you take more care of her if she's home, and if she's here, you must make her walk, help her to walk. She did walk though. They just support her a little bit here, and they walk together nicely. And then he told me, no, she's 83 years old. And then she was scolding the son, why you tell her that I am so old? I understood some of the language, I'm not fluently, but I understood. And I said, oh, what did you say? I didn't hear anything. I know you are 70. And she's happy again. Oh my God, what difference? What do I care about if she's 80 or 70? This is a funny woman, Oh my God. But why do I talk so much about that? Just about her, because of that, the nurse came and kneeled in at my bed, Normally they would stand in next to your bed, towering on top of you. They don't sit on the floor to talk to you. Do you understand me? The nurse don't sit on the floor at the foot of your bed and talk up to you. She was really humble. She was really, really sincere. I say, no, it's okay. Your work is very hard. Your work's very hard, and you have to sometimes, I understand. You work day and night, and sometimes you're sick, and you couldn't even take care of yourself, but you have to take care of other sick patients. And it's unavoidable that sometimes you feel frustrated and feel, unfair, yes. She said, yeah, how do you know? I want to leave this hospital. This hospital is nothing for me. There's no instrument, no good, nothing. Look at that. It's not a hospital. I know one in Norway. Oh, every room, every bed, they have like a computer to connect in. Oh, when I went there to look, I said, wow, now I'm going to work there soon. I will quit this hospital. And she vent all her frustration and disappointment unto me, and I just listened, and we became friends. And I gave her some little airfare to go to Norway. I said, this is to wish you a future, better work, better luck, and it's just a little airfare, so that to wish you luck. She didn't want to accept, but later she accepted. She took me to the bathroom immediately. No, you don't show it here. And she took me to the bathroom and accepted it in there. Okay, you want to say anything else? Because it's a longer story. I can't tell forever. Yeah.
Thank you for all your love, Master.
Oh, it's okay. I didn't know you observed all that, because to tell you the truth, I wasn't all that friendly with you. I was cranky sometimes because situation, And if I did, I'm sorry also, Yeah. But I know you're a tough guy. You don't care. Yes. Yes, but I do apologize in any case. Yeah, Texan.
Hello, Master. I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
First, regarding the Maya. If the Maya is created by God, then why we have to negotiate with them?
Yeah, because he has the power.
Okay.
The president has to talk to the police if his relatives doing something wrong. Even if the president run through red lights for no reason, he will also have to negotiate with the police. The police in your corner of the red light there has more power than the president.
Right.
At his job. You see what I mean?
I understand.
Yes. And the Maya has earned his power. He has standing on one leg for 70,000 cowpaths to earn this marriage. He has standing on one leg to think of God for 70,000 cowpaths. One cowpath is about many millions of years. Understand?
Understand.
He did that devotion And then he stopped. He won the power.
So if that is the case, then the physical world is governed by the Maya to a certain degree. So if that is the case, then the universe had to be extinguished and recreated again before that rule can be changed. Because I understand that the universe has been recreated again and again many times.
Before the Maya established himself, the creation is already begun, yes? And then he say he doesn't like what has been created. After he had earned the power, he said he wanted to create his own world. Understand? In which he rules. The same similar story in the Bible of the fallen angels, okay? Not fallen, just separated. But because he has earned his merit, you understand? Even his bad intention, but what he earns is what he earns. There's a fairness in the universal law that what he earns is what he earns. That's why I told you, do not yearn for power. Have to develop compassion and love together with it, okay? Otherwise you will become Maya and not Buddha. The Buddha practiced similar way, many austerity measure and ascetic lives, but he yearned for love. And he practiced love all the time during his practice, as whenever he can, whenever he already have knowledge more than when he wasn't enlightened. At some stage of his development, he wasn't also enlightened, the Buddha, and he did harm to other beings as well. But more and more he developed, he yearned to develop in love and compassion. So that's what he got, you see? Depends on what you wish, yes? That's why we study the same magic, but there's white magic and black magic. There's no such thing as white and black magic. There's only white and black magician who use it in white or black ways. Do you understand now? Okay. So that's why I insist that you follow the 5 precepts before you got initiation even. Huh? And you have to vow to be vegetarian. At least you don't harm others. Do you understand now?
Understand.
Otherwise you can use the power for bad purposes if your heart is not clean and pure. And that's why I have to clean your karma sometimes, some of you, okay? And please don't be angry. Forgive me, huh? Sister, brother, whoever. And if you don't forgive me, okay, what can I do? I love you.